A professional is a member of a profession or any person who earns a living from a specified occupation. Professional hazards, which are occupational risks or dangers, are experienced in the workplaces, which can include chemical hazards, biological hazards, psychological hazards, and physical hazards, among others. But with or without professional hazards, man must survive, and to adequately survive, one must engage in one profession or the other. As a result of some professional hazards, some professions have devised means of reducing hazards by insuring their staff in order to be compensated in case of any hazard. Some professionals like welding, building, handling chemicals, among others, are associated with some hazards which are mostly not known to those who engage in them. Some of professionals in this field say they are aware of the hazard but cannot do anything about it, as it is their means of earning livelihood.
We are professionals, we have no problem. We are familiar with it, we are taking like limits and I don't know how to call it.
Glasses are different. So we have thicker glass and we have the lighter one. And also the light also. We have the thicker light and the lighter light. Like if you want to use if you want to work in the pipe, you use lighter glass so that you can see well. But if you want to work in hard steel, like channel or rafters, you have to go in thick high glass because the light is higher. So and sometimes if the light enters you, normally the smoke of the carbon it normally affects much both in skin. But we normally take a vitamin C or this paracetamol and ease tablets so that your eye will be clear.
We always manage ourselves because this is our work now. Presently now, we are suffering. What I tell you this thing is that
normally if you talk about protective, you have protective covers. That's something like nose cover, hand gloves, and the rest of them. But normally in circumstances, if you do the work, at least after every 12 hours, that is after working hours, you need to take a meal. At least the 250 meal, pick meal. That is what every day you need to take one.
They admitted that at their own level they take some precautionary measures to reduce or minimize dangers. Dr. Sabo Muhammad, a health practitioner, noted that every profession has its own peculiar health hazards.
People can contract diseases and injuries as a result of the work they do. For instance, when we talk about builders, people who build in the building industry are liable to falls and injuries from the materials they are working with. Carpenters can fall from a height. People who install satellite dishes can sustain a fall, and so on and so forth. We talk of battery chargers. There's what we call lead poisoning that occurs as a result of persistent contact with the batteries they are charging. So they can contract diseases as a result of that. Agri workers who work on the field, sometimes they work in distant places, remote places. All the things that happen within those areas, they are liable to contract diseases from them, like having worms, not having access to clean water while they work in outreach centers, frequent attacks from reptiles, snakes, and so on and so forth. These are all things they can get as a result of the work they are doing. And sometimes they come in contact with chemicals, trying to spray insecticides, pesticides, and so on and so forth. Some people can come down with asthma. They can come down with various skin diseases that are as a result of the work they are doing. People working in certain industries, like the foam industry, are liable to have a predisposition to diseases.
He explained that people should always take precautionary measures to help in reducing some of the health hazards.
For the agri worker, we talk of wearing boots, okay, making sure they wear masks on their faces, and then maybe protective clothing when they spray insecticides and so on. So these are possible things they can do. The welders have their goggles, which frequently they fail to use. As a result of that, they sustain injuries to the eyes. That is fairly common. So what they do is to wear these goggles when they are provided. If they are not provided, they look for them and produce maybe personal protection against losses.
Helamat Abanat reporting for 26 Weekend 5.